Good morning, it's Barbara, and I can still say good morning for like 3 minutes, but I don't have my coffee yet, so it's a little bit like cheating. I'm not going outside today. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm Barbara. Good to see you. It is still dreary today, although it doesn't look like it's raining. Now I have hiccups. But it is definitely wet. Bad news, we got water in our basement last night. Ugh. So we're getting new gutters next year, I guess. See what we can do. We really don't want to dig out all around the foundation of our house and re-tar it and, take everything out of the basement and paint the walls with epoxy or whatever they do. I don't know. Too late for that now. We have too much stuff in the basement. Anyway, so that was a bit disappointing. But yeah, we walked the dogs in the rain because we didn't really get much of a break. I mean, I had my first winter hat on. I wore the fingerless mitts that Lisa made me, and I had my hat on and my winter coat with the hood. So, I mean, I didn't really get wet, and I was comfy. Because it was only like 62, 64, and raining. So we walked the dogs in the rain, and then we had to go get gas, and we had to go pick up a prescription, and we were waiting for a break in the rain. So all that happened later in the day than typical. So we started, fed the dogs, and then started eating. And by that time, and I had made I had time to make the tomato soup before we went because we were waiting for the rain to lighten up. And the tomato soup turned out delicious. Now, it turns out I had too much other stuff and chicken broth for the amount of tomatoes I was able to process from the garden. So we did add a can of tomatoes to the soup. Anyway, it turned out really, really good. I was really happy with it. So we got home, and Dennis and Aura have, their food routine is they start off with a bowl of yogurt, Dennis's homemade Greek yogurt, and then they have wine and cheese, and then, usually there's a break or whatever, and then whatever our main course is, Dennis will make it at that time, or we'll get it from leftovers or something. So last night, by the time we even started, it was late for me, and I hadn't had any cream or anything, so I was hungry, so I ate my soup while they were having their yogurt and their cheese. And then, I was still a little bit hungry, so I had a little bit more soup, and I had made popovers. So by the time Dennis made his egg chimay, I was full. So I didn't have egg chimay last night, which apparently was a huge culinary gastronomic mistake on my part because, according to Dennis and Aura, they were amazing. But I was so full, I could not have one. So I had soup last night. There are some left over because he did make me some, but, and I'll get him to reheat them in a way that will be best for them left over. But as amazing as they will taste tonight, I think I missed the boat on gorgeous, gorgeous. So I feel bad about that because, I mean, he just sat there and ummed the whole time. I couldn't, and I was so full. I'm like, you're just being mean now. Anyway, I'll get to taste it tonight. So that was what happened, and so everything was a little bit late. Walking the dog sort of starts our progression of events, and so walking the dog so late, we normally would get home about 2:45, 3 o'clock. It was almost 4:30, I think, before we got home. So funny day, but the soup is delicious. And there's lots of it. So that's good. I had a nice conversation with Christy last night on Zoom, and that was fun. I haven't talked to her in the last few weeks because busy stuff going on, and I won't talk to her for the next few weeks because next weekend her cousin's getting married in Delaware, and she's flying in and out for that, so I'm not going to see her. And the weekend after that, I'm going to be in Kill Devil Hills. Not Nags Head, on the Outer Banks, Kill Devil Hills. I mean, really, these towns, they're Kill Devil Hills, Nags Head, Kitty Hawk. I mean, really? Duck. I will be in Kill Devil Hills. And I'm not sure how the internet there will support Zoom. I haven't Zoomed from there. I don't know if Vicky has or not. She's always got Zooms going on, so it might be okay. But needless to say, everybody in the house is on the internet, so I'm not expecting to Zoom with her for a couple more weeks, and then yeah, probably not. Maybe the 15th, but she's coming to our house on the 19th. I'm pretty sure it's the 19th. She and Rich and Wicket are coming, and they're staying for, 5 days or something because her sister's getting married, and she's the officiant. So yeah. Anyway, we had a very nice conversation, and it was nice to talk to her. And yeah. So that was my day. Pretty low key, but bad weather. It was rainy. But it wasn't the kind of rain that spooked Pearl. She wasn't spooked. She went out. She was happy to take a walk. Sometimes when it's raining, she's not interested, but she was happy to take a walk. We fed them outside in the rain, and that was fine. So whatever was going on with that weather was not spooking her, and there was no thunder anywhere in that storm. So I think we're still in it a little bit. So that was good. And Maisie just came in and shook. So maybe there is, yep, starting to rain a little bit out there. So I'll have to get a towel and dry that girl down. She could care less if it's raining. She couldn't care less. She loves, she's a water dog. She's half poodle and half Newfoundland. That's water dog all the way. So there you go. I have no big plans for today. I don't think I do. I don't have anything I'm planning on cooking that I know of, but you never know, the urge could strike. I do want to pick up my knitting and maybe finish that rib on the hood, get that done, and yeah, and then the next thing is the ribbing at the bottom of the sweater. I need to figure out what size needle I was using and probably go down a needle size for that, just to, bring it in a little. And yeah, sew on the pocket and knit an eye for Isabel. I might wait and, well, I don't have to wait. I might not sew the eye on until we're in the Outer Banks and Isabel confirms she still wants the eye. But I'll knit it so she can see it and then she can decide. Just to be sure, She's 10. She changes her mind. Meanwhile, I guess I'm going to go. I've been going on and on for a long time. So I will say good morning, good afternoon. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. Please take good care of yourselves. Oh, Is it Yom Kippur? Good Yom Kippur? I don't know if you say happy. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I know you say good Passover. Anyway, if you celebrate. Please take good care of yourselves. Stay safe and stay sane.